Maybe it'll work. Looks like it's connecting now. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you can see this is currently frozen, so I had to switch devices. It's like stuck right here. It sucks, but... Hang on 1 second. Let me get this. Clean the fuck up, man. Chat box. No. No chat box. Go back. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to reset this thing, but it takes forever. Yay! What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm trying to reset the other one. But this should work. We'll hope. It is like a mirror. It's because it's angled. Because since I'm at the Luxor... Nah, I'm not hungover. I'm not super tired. I'm a little tired. Just trying to get this thing done. More irritated at the moment than anything by the stupid tablet. Oh, you were at the Luxor? Right on. How's the mood? I don't know if me walking downstairs for 1 hour to eat a meal really gauged the entire mood on a Monday of Vegas. I haven't like polled the people of Vegas and said, how do you feel? I know you don't know who I am, but I just thought I'd randomly come up and ask what millions of other news reporters have asked you many times. How do you feel after the tragedy? So, no, I don't know. There's still lots of people downstairs doing gambling and doing what they do. There's some Vegas Strong shirts and stuff like that, you know, just like very similar type of stuff I see like after the Boston deal, you know? Stuff like that. But, you know. I don't want to ask, to be honest. Yeah. People don't get hung up on things, I don't think. I think it's, you know, everybody knows it's a tragedy and they, people just try to move on with their lives, I suppose. You know. I don't think they want to dwell on it, you know what I mean? Yeah, this still hasn't reset. I've been holding the power button on it this whole time. It's really, really irritating. And I think it's because I did it the wrong way. It's power plus down volume. Because now it worked. Bastards. No, I just couldn't remember how to reset it. I knew it was either up or down volume and power on it. So, I don't have any laptops now. Do not own laptops. I will show you guys something cool. Guy I talked to down there at the TwitchCon. He was selling some of these. It's hard to see in here because of the lights and shit. It is a split keyboard. It has half here, half there. And you can have different types of extensions between them. But they also arc, like if your hands are on a keyboard like this, they arc up like this, if you want, to 5, 10, or 15 degrees. Because it's more natural to type that way and it causes less wrist problems. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I used to have an ergonomic. And I was thinking all the cool, not only that, but you can make like flight sim because you could stretch these things out like even farther. Or you can kind of put them together. But it helps you not be all like this all the time, you know? It's pretty cool. We had a real good conversation. But I think the product's still on Kickstarter right now, or it's just off of it Kickstarter. So, I am thinking about picking some up for giveaways, though. Would be cool. They're about 220, I think, a piece. So, we'll see. But it's really cool. really neat. So. Yeah, I think it'd be cool for really cool for gaming because it's unlike the old ergonomics, they're attached and everything. They it's got all the macros if you want them for that. They're cherry keys, so it's pretty cool and it's hard to describe if you haven't typed on ergonomic before, you know, because the regular ergonomic, like instead of typing like this, it types at an angle like this. But these are separate, so you can just naturally type kind of how you want, whether it's like this or whatever. But however your arm naturally moves. So they've had doctors check it out, and it's like so that way you don't get carpal tunnel as early. So I thought it was kind of neat. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to bring up. Holy smokes! Guys, give it up in chat for Dr. Groans. Bringing in the big host. The IRL host. So I was just going to play some music and chill. Hopefully I'll get my tripod out real quick so it's not all like weird angled and you guys don't have to stare at the mirrored glass and all that crap. Just a second. Just a second. This is a 5 minute of now. I guess this one can work for tonight. Oh, I just had that other one sitting here somewhere though. Oh my god. Open up. There it goes. That's one that's really small to stretch. I'll get some adjustment. There we go. See, so now I'm straight and the window's crooked. There we go. Just the way it should be. Well, I'm not a prostitute, so I guess that works out for me then, drones. You do you, bro. It's okay. No judge, no judgment. All right. We just want some cool sounds in the background, I think. It's legal, and well, I didn't say it was anything about legality of it. What did he just say? Ah, got it. God damn it. Come back, Twitch. Jumping all over the place on me. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. There it is. What am I looking forward to the most at CitizenCon? I found it. I don't know, man. There's so much. Really, I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting. I think probably, and I know people are gonna have different opinions, but I think meeting the rest of the community is like huge to me. Like a huge amount of the community that I didn't get to see out there. Because one of the best parts of TwitchCon for me, I mean, I got to network a little bit. I got to talk to people, and that was really cool. But the coolest part was meeting. You know, I met Maz, I met everybody else. That was really awesome. That was amazing. I mean, just to sit down and have so many like-minded people chilling and doing stuff. You should have seen those guys trying to help me out when I was doing my stream. Like drones and everybody. It was like a fucking having a NASCAR pit crew around me. Like, because we had audio issues at the beginning. They're like, zzz, like changing tires and shit on it. It was really cool. But it was fun just like being at the bars and stuff. There were several like possibilities of like game stuff. Like there was a game called Bless. There's some other stuff that was like out there where, you know, we were gonna go meet, and it just got to the point. I was like, it was Last Bar Citizen, and I was like, I'd rather go hang out with the guys. I'd rather go meet the people and just do stuff with them and just sit down and have a fucking beer than worry about talking to another company. So that's what we did. We ended up doing that, and I don't regret it. I think it was the right choice. I got to hang out and have a great conversation with Captain Flint. Hung out with Astropub. Jay Lee literally hung out with us. He stayed over at my hotel from Saturday through Sunday and hung out with us the whole time. And it was amazing. It was really cool. It was some of the most fun I've ever had, I'd have to say. So just hanging out and chilling, doing stuff. It was exhausting. I mean, obviously, because I don't travel a lot, but it was it was worth it, 100%. So really, really good. Let's do this. I didn't say Jay Lee wasn't. Jay Lee. No, but yeah, he stayed over with us. It was awesome. Well, I didn't want him driving home. It's an hour drive from up in LA down to Long Beach. And I know Drone's just trolling, but I just wanted him to. I wanted him to be safe because he went out drinking with us. So yeah, he crashed. Thrace stayed with us too, of course. There's Toy. So it was good. We had a slumber party. It was amazing in Long Beach. I wish you guys were all there. It was fun. It's definitely fun. Yeah, I got your message, Troy. So just 2.5 hours early. We could do that. I mean, what time you want to... I can early check out whenever. You just drop the keys downstairs, so it's not a big deal. I'm really not tired right now. I mean, I could lay down and theoretically sleep, but we got good sleep last night even. I mean, we left. It's not like we partied all night. I think we left out there by what was it, like 12? And I slept till 6:45, 7 o'clock. Yeah, get some money from the bank. Right on. Yeah. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I don't know, probably I would think they'd go away this week. It'd be awesome if you gotta keep them permanently. It's like if you went, you got it. PMS, what's up? No, this setup is... Drones, did you use the Streamlabs stuff yet? Did you use it today, or were you using your regular stuff? You're still driving back? Well, be safe, bro. I don't hardly ever purchase anything from my personal fleet anymore. If I bought one, it'd probably be... Here's the challenge for me. I don't have a problem with the Pioneer. I just don't know what the fuck it does. I mean, and I'm not going to pre-buy a ship that I don't know what it does. You know? For sure. I mean, we have a great idea and all that stuff, what it does, but I just don't think so. Did I go back for the duffel bag? What duffel bag? Oh, you mean it inside the store? I didn't end up getting the duffel bag, no. I didn't end up getting it. I did get the socks. I went back and got the socks. Let me show you the socks. Hang on, guys. I'll show you stuff. Let me show you stuff. Stuff that I can show you. I can't show you some stuff. Some stuff I can show you. I'll show you some stuff here. All right. So I got me a glitch water bottle. You know. So you went back for the black cap. It was sold out. This black hat. I like the black hat. Got my glitch socks. That was cool. I really didn't buy a lot. I got that stuff. Got my special... Everybody who got a fanny pack there, this was for everybody. This didn't cost any money. You get a shaker bottle. It's a G Fuel shaker bottle, but... I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't like G Fuel. So, I don't know. At least the flavor... I'll say it this way. I didn't like the flavor I tried. I tried another flavor. I didn't like that either. But... shaker bottle I can get down with, because I use those a lot for the protein shakes. So, that's cool. Although it's got a weird shaped mouth on it. Like, they went with a narrow... I don't know why. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Yeah, Drones I know is all about that whole G Fuel. I mean, that's cool. I just don't like the flavor. I mean, if you like watered down Gatorade, that's cool. I'm not into it. Not everybody likes the same things. And I got on my partner badge here, I got this lanyard because it was easier on the neck, it's a little thicker, it's nice material. And I got my special TwitchCon pen there. I got from Jay Lee a Star Citizen pen. I got my fire pen. And check it out, guys, what I drew. And these were random. You didn't necessarily guarantee. So I got my Gib. Right? So check this out. So here's what I did. Here's how I was wearing my badge the whole time. Gib. Gib. That's perfect. My give, please. So. I don't know what to tell you, man. I just didn't like it. I mean, if I was fucking dying of thirst, would I drink it? Yeah. But it just wasn't my preference. I don't know. I want you to try some of my Cellucor sometime and you see what you think. I mean, I got flavor, baby. If you want something for focus and energy. That's just my opinion. But anyway, a lot of other just swag stuff. Gather and BitBoss is having some brand new stuff come out for their platform, which is pretty awesome. It was something that drones have been we had been talking about a lot. So they got some new stuff. And here's the kicker, right? You don't have to sign up for it. You punch people for focus energy. There you go. You don't have to sign up for it and do all that. Well, you do kind of if you want to be in the alpha stuff. But what you do is it's going to be an extension inside Twitch. So you won't have to do all that. You'll be able to just like click it as one of the parameters and we'll add that. And then it not only does the BitBoss thing up top, but you get like animation, they fight each other and stuff. And apparently they're going to add into where your character actually can get experience and whatnot. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. So that was awesome. What else? So the hat. I got lots of other stuff. Oh, yeah. Certain things I can't show, but this I can. Mr. Nighthawk Zale was kind enough to give me my own personal copy of Traverse the Verse. So that was awesome. I got from streaming over there, I got this. And see, that's what it says, Toy. I'm going to give this one to Toy because it doesn't fit me. It's a purple TwitchCon hoodie. See, it's got a glitch on the back. It's cool. It's nice and soft, too. It's nice and soft. I like it a lot. It's softer than my Discord one, actually. And I really like my Discord one. So. Is that a golden kappa? I thought I saw a golden kappa. I did get some good stuff. I don't think I got all the good stuff, but I got some good stuff. I was pretty happy with it. And the thing is, there's certain things that I thought about getting, but I was like, I got to take all this home, right? And not only did I have to take all this home, I had to take this crap to Frankfurt with me and then take it home. That's not the easiest path. So I don't really feel like taking the mouse pad out though. Mouse pad's pretty bad, so I will take it out this one time for you guys. All right, so there's this game coming out next year. It's called Bless, right? It's called Bless. And right now they got a game out called Black Squad. And we're going to be checking it out. We got some key codes for some DLC for it. But they gave me this. And this is, and you guys should understand, we did skip the, they had a dinner and free drinks thing that we skipped for us to go to a Bar Citizen. So. Because we were lined up outside, and I was just like, I just felt more like going to the Bar Citizen than I did the thing, and I don't know. I just wanted to mosey down the street and do it. So, all right, this thing is hellacious to get out of this. All right. It's a pretty freaking cool mouse pad. Full desk mouse pad from Bless. That was pretty awesome. Well, I'll be there for the whole event, for sure. I base anything else I do around the event. And I won't be streaming it, though, because they're streaming it. Yeah, dude, look at the quality. I mean, this is every bit as thick as, like, the Corsairs and the other desk pads I bought. It's super thick. It's got great density to it. Good texture on top. I mean, it's not like... I'll show you this, too. See how it's got the image on it? It's not like one of those glued-on ones. It's imprinted in it, right? So they've printed on the pad itself. So some of those things, they put those felt images on top, and when you rub on them, the felt starts to peel up over time. But yeah. Yeah, we got some swag for Black Squad. I don't know if you wanted to do that. You might want to talk to Toy before you do it. So I'd hold on Black Squad till we get back home. Just saying. I don't know if we can give you like free keys or not on that, but I know we got at least some DLC. And we're supposed to be getting this week. We're gonna get messages from some of these companies I talked to, so there might be some more cool shit happening. Hopefully. Yeah, I had mouse pads that had that felt and I liked it, but since they used a certain adhesive, it wears over time and then the felt goes up. But this is the same quality type of stuff that I get on my Corsairs and stuff. It's nice, so I mean, it's pretty good. You guys are something else. Oh, yeah. I got this too. They had this at the partner lounge, and they put our names on the back of it. I know it's probably backwards for you, but yeah. That was pretty cool. Yep. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to drink this tonight because I don't want to risk shipping it and having it explode, or send the empty bottle home than a full bottle that explodes. You know what I mean? So I think I am going to drink it. Apart from Star Citizen, what was the last game I was really excited about? Oh shit. I don't remember. I get excited about a lot of different games, not to the degree of Star Citizen. AOC looks pretty cool still. Ashes of Creation. They just had a new update today. I'm trying to think. I'm still excited about Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is going to be good. But like I said, I can't think of something that compares with Star Citizen type of level of excitement. I was pretty hyped about Eve when I was playing it, but I didn't have a build up hype for Eve because Eve was already out when I actually got involved. I followed it through beta and alpha, but I didn't really get involved with it until it had already been out. You know what I mean? So this is probably the one I'm a little more hyped for in the beginning. There was like Battlefront. I was kind of excited about before it came out, but you know. Skull and Bones isn't the same as Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is like very cartoony and it's match based. I don't think Skull and Bones is Skull and Bones match based. Four player crews. Yeah, I'd have to say so too, Vector. But you run the avatar of the ships like World of Warships, right? On Skull and Bones. Yeah. And again, we go back to the aspect of I prefer games where you are the individual on the game instead of you are the ship. You know what I mean? So. These lights are weird. Most disappointing game I ever invested in? No Man's Sky was pretty disappointing, but I didn't have high expectations for it. I don't know. There's games I lost interest in. I wouldn't say that they were super disappointments in those aspects. Because if I was like, I don't know. Right on. Oh, were you Freeman? I don't know. There's games that kind of changed over time that kind of disappointed me, I guess, more than anything. But I kind of expect games to do that, you know. No, you're fine. Go ahead. That doesn't bother me at all. We're just talking CitizenCon mostly and stuff, but you're welcome to ask me that stuff. No, but we got a lot of video footage from the expo floor because we couldn't IRL stream inside the event itself, inside the expo, because they have it Faraday caged to where you can't get a signal. And they definitely can't get a video signal. Sometimes you get phone messages, sometimes you don't. And you had to actually pay for Wi-Fi if you wanted to be in there, and if you paid for Wi-Fi, you had a 75-foot range. Drones went through all this stuff. It was very challenging. So I didn't even attempt it. I was like, whatever. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that might be really fun. I like those older style ship games rather than the newer stuff. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's crying about the whole. Everybody who went to the previous TwitchCon acts really salty about this one, saying how bad it was. But I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, the Wi-Fi thing kind of sucked, you know. But I don't know. I think the experience of meeting everybody and hanging out and doing that stuff and being able to stream for Intel and everything else, it superseded any of the problems or issues we had for me personally. Black Wake's good. It's still got ways to go. I enjoy it though. I play it every once in a while just to check in on it and have fun. Problem is it's hard to stream because you have so many people that like are just over the top with the voice shit about yelling and all that stuff. But it's a real team centric game where you need that communication to be really good in Black Wake. But when somebody wants to drop N bombs and F bombs every 5 seconds for no reason at all and get really racist and stuff on there, it's kind of hard for me to stream it. Yeah. So, like you can mitigate that in games like PUBG because even though they have in-game voice, you can just have your buddies get in Discord and do it that way. It's a little harder to do that in Black Wake. They don't really have a full boat crew party system. Well, I think they actually do have a new party system now. They just added it in the last few months. But it made it a lot harder because you still, on these larger boats, need more of an active crew than what you usually have in a party. So, there's that. I don't know. I mean, if opportunity arises, I'll do that. But the thing is, here's the thing. about the interview. When you do an interview, you kind of put the dev on the spot, right? And I'd rather get the natural flow of like, I want to know, more importantly than specific questions, and I've probably talked to you guys about this before, I'm more interested in knowing like their thought process and their direction on certain types of mechanics, because they can't always answer exactly. You get very specific, like how are you going to deal with the reputation system in this specific instance, blah, blah, blah. I like to get a feel for the direction that they want it to go. You know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like when you like shove the mic in their face and the camera, sometimes you can't get that. But if they're like, hey, I'd be happy to do an interview, blah, 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 then, you know, I'll sit down and knock out some questions with them. I'd be happy to. But, you know. So any chicken with cement trucks? No. Chicken with cement trucks? No. No. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, it was actually, everybody got out of his way. Everybody got out of Toy's way all the way home. Centurion, what's up? Yeah, I can't check them right now, though. If you send me a whisper, it's going to be something I'll look at later. You can send me a message or something like that. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to meet Chris. 100%. I want to meet Chris. I want to meet the German community manager, too. And people were like, why? I've met all the community managers now. And I'll tell you something that I didn't really realize. Tyler Nolan he's a really cool guy, and he's very personable. Like I didn't think he would be as personable, just because he seemed like he was a little bit nervous on camera, you know, and stuff like that. And it's not a bad thing. Everybody gets that way, but I just kind of felt like, you know, maybe he'd be a little withdrawn. But he's a very personable guy. He's really nice, really awesome. Well, that's cool though. I mean, it's good to meet the whole team to get the whole idea of like the picture. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would like to meet Chris, meet Aaron, talk to them. Brian Chambers, of course. I got to talk to Jared a little bit here and there at the things. We kind of ended up where we had to sit at the yard house. It was kind of like we had multiple tables, so it was table here, and then we had to push them together. So he was down at like the end of the table here, you know, and I was like up here. So it's one of those things where it didn't really work out. So, but we talked a little bit. And I also didn't really get to talk to Matt Sherman a lot. I mean, Matt Sherman was on the panel, and I shook his hand and said hey and stuff to him, but I didn't really get to talk to him either. So, just not a lot of time. Because literally, Jared or Disco, he had to postpone his flight because he was going to originally go to Frankfurt, I think, on like Sunday or Saturday. And he had to postpone his flight because of the late scheduling of them doing this whole thing at TwitchCon. So, well, oddly enough, Disco mentioned to me that they were doing a studio tour on Monday out there in Frankfurt for a huge chunk of people, like 150 people or something. And the problem is I can't do that. I fly back Sunday. And I can't extend my stay either for multiple reasons. First off, financially, I'm absolutely busted by the time we're done with Frankfurt. And secondly, I have to get home to my kids for Halloween. If I stayed to Monday, I wouldn't make it in time for Halloween. I'm not going to do that to them, so. Yeah, missed it by just that much. I leave tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we start our journey, and we'll have a layover in Seattle, where if this software is working great, by the way. This is a whole new deal that we're using. So, but yeah, so. No, I appreciate that Rough Galaxy, but even if we had the money to extend plane tickets for me and Toy and all that crap, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I got to be home for the kiddos. And even then, my credit cards are going to be like maxed. We're going to have to like grind to get that. I know. Have you tried it yet, drones? It's just like Bitstream, only on crack. It's amazing. It's really good. Yeah, kids come first for sure. And that's exactly why I told Jared that. I said there's no way I can stay till Monday because the kids have Halloween. So it's good. And you don't have to use your key. It does the auto sign in authentication through Twitch and all that stuff. Just like you do with the Twitch app. Oh, you got your 1 year sub icon? I can't see him on this. I have to be looking at the other thing. Let me get music on here. That's what I was doing. I was going to play some background music I want to listen to while I was chilling. This one's good. I like this one. There we go. But yeah, congrats on the 1 year sub icon, man. Hell yeah. It's awesome when you guys have been doing it that long. Do this. Why can't I remember that? Oh, thank you for the cheer, man. Appreciate it. See, I can hear that. It's got alerts on it that you can hear, which makes it really awesome. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, we're going to have our celebration on the 31st, and then we got that $500 gift card giveaway, so don't forget about that. That'll be awesome. So if you want to donate for anything, help donate to help pay for that thing that I've got to buy. I gotta change that whole command too. Yeah, I should just be VNCing. This would make so much more sense for me. Yeah, I showed off some of the swag. I didn't get a lot. I mean, a lot of it's all paper shit, you know what I mean? Like more paper stuff, and got the mouse pad. I got a ball of lanyards and all sorts of stuff in there. The biggest problem is I got to ship this stuff home before I go because I can't fit it in my suitcases. And I don't want to take all this crap over to Frankfurt and then just have to pay to fly it back too. We gave out over... Not enough. We gave out a lot, but people didn't want to take the giveaway cards so much. We gave out a ton of them, and I gave out like maybe a box and a half of business cards. But most of the vendors, they didn't want them. They wanted us to just digitally go on the site and say, hey, or I take their card and then I hit them up if they wanted me to do stuff. Like I got tons of their business cards. But they didn't want to take them because they got to travel home and do all this stuff, so... Yeah, this shipment's probably gonna cost me $40-50 easy to get this stuff back home. But I don't, and some of it is questionable. Like there's some paper stuff and whatnot. Like, oh, do you really need that? But since I gotta pay to ship the air things, why not? Right? Yeah, Drones was like being ridiculous with it. He was like literally leaving one of my cards on every single post of every railing, and we were putting stacks of them on the walls, and it was a little bit. So. Yeah. Baron, what's up, buddy? You know what we can do, though? Can do that. Con was good, man. It was really fun. It's really enjoyable. It's pretty awesome stuff. It's pretty awesome. I'm just seeing. Yeah. And unfortunately, guys, for those of you I know have been waiting for prizes from last week, I can't do it. Did anybody stuck up? Yes. I met a young lady named Jax out there. She's pretty cool. And she's a smaller streamer, but she's also a manager for one of the other partners out there, and she's trying to develop a little management group and stuff for people. So I'm hopefully going to be able to spend some time talking to her. I met another gentleman who had a interesting conversation with him in the bathroom, and he ended up having a rep with Samson Mikes, and he's a really nice guy, and we're going to do some talking and see what's up with that. I met a lot of cool people. So it's interesting how you meet people. Most interesting conversations I had were not like guy at the booth and then here you go. It was more of a just randomly at the con, people interfacing and doing stuff. So yeah, it was cool. It's really neat. We partied pretty hard the first night because it was pretty cool. The partner party was decent. We had you get 3 drink tickets, and then we went from there over to the Discord party, which was lit. The Discord party was fucking just bumping, and it was good. And there's some eye candy. It was nice. It was enjoying. I enjoyed it a lot. So very much so. So I'll tell you what, the girls at the art house loved us. When we came back on Saturday, they were like, "Hi guys," they were pretty happy to see us. They weren't our servers that night, but they did. They were really nice, really cool people. I'm trying to highlight. There we go. Yeah, they're really nice. They're nice girls. Yeah. Bender just likes to try to get himself in trouble. Is all he likes to do. Right on, Rocket. We'll see you later, buddy. Oh, I'm sure. Gotta keep the skills sharp. Because it takes a lot of skill to catcall at a girl through a text fucking thing on a stream. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Gotta keep the skills sharp. What do you keep wanting me to click on there, Centurion? I'm a little bit nervous about this. What is it? It's hard to watch because I'm watching via VNC and there's no audio, so it's kind of like... A Star Citizen fan video? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to watch it when I have audio and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not, because since I'm VNC doing the raffle thing and all that, I can't really do that right now. So I'm fine. Just chilling. Just chilling. I'm probably gonna grab some ice in a minute. And take you with me to the ice machine so we can get the bucket filled. I just don't want to go to bed too early because I'll be up at the crack of dawn. I don't sleep more than 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, here I can show you. It'll blind you for a second, but they got these pen lights. These little tiny pen lights in the ceiling. And it's like, gets me that whole like blown out fucking face look. It's crazy. But yeah. And see, the glasses leave a shadow all underneath my eyes. I'll just look at it like this. The whole time. Yeah. The ice machine will be inside a Faraday cage. More than likely. More than likely, that's exactly how that'll go. More than likely. Let's keep it easy and do this. See, because if I move over here, it's not so bad, right? There's really weird lighting in here. My little boogie.
Yeah, when you're in it, you're gonna feel the elevator.
Hey, what's going on?
Feel the elevator moving at a slant.
It didn't feel straight to your door.
It didn't?
No.
You can feel it rocking. You can feel
can't remember if the ice machine's closer this way or that way.
The ice machine's right there.
That's what I thought. I was like, man, I'm turning around. All right, thanks. Easily. Here, check it out. I ain't about to get jumped by nothing, dude. Oh look, you can buy the 20-ounce small bottles of stuff. Choose your thing, swipe your card, put your ticket in. We'll deal with being stationary. It don't work out too good. It don't work out too good. No, but here you can see the room. See, that's where I've been sitting there. See those crazy ass lights? That's why it looks like that. You tell me. They ain't here, apparently, right? Play a game already, dude. What's up, Stout? We're playing the game of this is how you make a Coke. So, please follow along at home. First, you get a semi-clean glass. Next, you get a acceptable sized bucket of ice. Then you simply place some of the ice inside the glass. Don't use your fingers because that's barbaric. You have to kind of scoop it. Then next, we deploy the glass on the ground. Right here, like so. Let's bring it up. You guys see. Okay. So we have our glass of ice. And interesting fact, the lid for the glass is supposed to keep it clean. Also makes an excellent coaster. Right? So, next you take your personalized bottle of Coca-Cola Classic. And then you try to open it. And then you realize quickly that you need an actual bottle opener for this type of Coke. Because it is sealed. Then you ponder around the room for acceptable alternative methods of opening. And you decide whether you're going to break the glass on accident or not. Hopefully not. Yep. I would if it wasn't a glass top table. And I don't have any keys with me or I'd have a bottle opener. But there are other methods you can use, such as spilling most of it on the floor. No. Gets a little fizzy. We are going to enjoy this Coke. It's going to happen. Yeah, don't use a table with the glass top. I'm aware. And then simply pour the glass. Pour the soda into the glass. And that, my friends, is how you make a lovely glass of Coca-Cola. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Unfortunately, we don't have either of those products here, so that makes that acceptably more difficult. There is not a mini fridge in the room. You can order a mini fridge for additional cost. That is a thing that you can do, but it does not come with a mini fridge in the room. So, yeah. So that's where we're at with that, kids. Mm-hmm. There is no refrigerators in the rooms. I don't know how to explain that differently, but well, the liquor store is 21 floors down and then somewhere else. So that will not be happening this evening. That will not, unfortunately. Oddly enough, no, I'm in Vegas, so you would think it would all be right there. I'm sure there's one in every corner. I'm not going down 21 floors and then going the quarter mile to get to the street from where the elevator ends to walk down the street at 7:30 at night in Las Vegas to go to the liquor store to come back to have to drink an entire bottle of liquor or throw it away in the morning because I can't take it with me on the airplane. There's no room service after 2 o'clock here. Just wait till I write my review of the hotel. There's no room service. The lobby might have a liquor store. I have to know more about it before I'd buy one. The only complaint I have about the Game Changer situation, and I actually talked to Tyler Noland about this after the panel, is I really wish that when they put out those emails trying to get you to buy the ship, like off the launch, like here it is, the mystery ship, will you buy one, $850, blah, 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 all that crap. I wish they'd put out some sort of information with it ahead of time, because they always try to get us to buy it early, and I just feel like that causes some salt when people buy things early and then it's not what they thought it was when they get the Q&A about a week later. Just saying. This is the Luxor I'm at. It's a very clean, nice room. I will give them that. Downstairs was cool. The prices for liquor at the regular bar, which is just off the casino floor, were a little outrageous in my opinion for getting a glass about this big and doing just Captain Morgan and then Diet Pepsi in it was $9. And that's a little ridiculous to me, especially at a casino, because I can get them for free in Kansas City. The regular soda was $4, and I got an appetizer that cost $17. So I just thought it was a little high. I don't know. That's just me. I know it's a Monday, so they probably jack up the prices on certain things. But yeah, I don't know. I had it was overall a nice hotel, but I just thought it was a little expensive on stuff for what it was. Because if I would have came here with like somebody else, or if I came here with a girl or something, I mean, that easily would have been $100 meal for us to have like two things to eat and a drink a piece. Even if we would have actually got drunk, that would have been $200-300, no problem. It's only for one night though. But yeah, if I had booked a weekend here in Vegas and this is what it was, I probably would be pretty pissed right now. So I don't know. Yeah, you can go gamble and then you can get free drinks. I don't want to gamble. What? So let's put it this way: I spent about $40 on a soda, a rum and coke, and an appetizer to eat tonight. If I went and gambled, I think I'd probably spend more than $40. So I don't know. Yeah. Do I think the is going to be another shit show like 600i? A lot of people just couldn't justify. I don't know what it does. Do you know what it does for sure? I mean, we have an idea, but I don't know what it does, so I can't tell you that. We need more detail. The thing is, I think, especially my fellow citizens, this is one piece of advice I can give you. Until you know what the fuck something does, don't buy it. I don't know what it does. I'm not that hard up for a drink that I need to go down and fake playing a machine. You know what I mean? I really didn't even want to leave my room. If they had a room service, I just would have ordered it up here and it's been fine. You know what I mean? I was just chilling tonight. You heading out, drones? Take it easy, buddy. That's the thing, you know, and that's exactly how I feel about it, Ruff. I don't want to buy a ship, and I'm not saying don't buy it. If you want it, whatever, but I would you buy a cardboard box that you don't know what's inside? I don't know. You have more disposable income than I do. I can't just throw 850 around. And you know, the combination of like limited quantities and like guess what this does and you can get it cheaper right now if you just go ahead and pay us. I don't like that. I just don't. I mean, I get the incentive and I like having I'm fine with it being cheaper early on, but you need a Q&A out before you can like pull that stuff back from people. So even if Chris Roberts is selling the box, I wouldn't buy it until I knew what it did. I don't buy any of these ships, guys, till I know what they do. And if I do, I'm rolling over my credit to just buy them up until so we can do them for giveaways. You know what I mean? And the problem is, that ship I would never give away because I'd have to send you a tax form you'd have to fill out. Because anything over $600, we have to do taxes on. Well, we have to do taxes on them anyway, but you have to fill out a tax form as receiving a prize for that. It's required. Were the $850 cardboard boxes? Because if they were, then they're as dumb as anybody else who would buy an $850 item with having no clue what it is. Now, there's a difference in some of those cases. Because when you deal with the loot boxes and stuff like that, you know it can be product A, or product B, or product C. It's like, it'll be one of these 3 items, you know, or one of these 6 items. So that's a little bit different to me. It's just like with the pens. They're $4 for each one of those pen pouches I had on my lanyard I showed you guys earlier. But you didn't know what you were going to get. You were going to get one of 6 items. So it's a little bit different. Yeah. Well, Toy said I'm not allowed in his house. Do you think CIG considers Redeemer the shit sandwich of ships? I get the impression. What did you finish saying? I lost it there. You get the impression it was something they wish they never let in the game. Why? I don't. Why would it? Is it? How's it causing a hassle? I'm a Redeemer fan, so I'm just interested. I mean, people are like, "Oh, this thing's too expensive." Well, don't fucking buy it. I mean, I don't know. Use some free will, you know. But I think if it's a value, I wouldn't mind melting some chips to get one if it makes sense for me or my org. But how does it make sense for you or your org until you see what it is, or at least what their concept of it is? Because you have to remember, all the ships can change. They've proven that multiple times. But you just have to know at least the direction of what they want it to be, right? If you don't know the direction of what they want it to be, then I don't know. I mean, I understand if you just want to back the game, but here's a thought. Just me talking out my ass. If you're like, hey, I got $1,000 burning a hole in my pocket, I want to back the game, instead of investing in a ship that you might just have to melt later and then burn a buyback token and all that crap, go buy $1,000 in gift cards. Do that. You're back in the game for $1,000. You have $1,000 in gift cards. You could do something with them when you make a purchase in the game. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, I mean, you're talking to us, our community. We've invested well over like $21,000 in the game now. So, I don't know. I'm not anti-investing in the game. I'm just like, I just want people to make rational decisions based on their own situation. Like I always say, I'm not going to tell you guys how to spend your money, just like I don't want you to tell me how to spend mine. But you understand your own financial situation better than I do, right? Nobody knows it better than yourself. And so it's like the same people that try to blame Chris and blame CIG for like they're raking them through the coals or doing all this stuff. Well, who are you to fucking judge, I don't know. People come out here to Vegas and drop fucking 50 grand in a night and don't even blink an eye because they have enough disposable income to do that. And if they do, who cares, right? I have friends that blow thousands of dollars on video games because if they weren't doing it on that, they'd blow thousands of dollars on something else. So I just don't think it's right for people to, try to hate on that because of the expense. All I'm saying is like, it's like going to the store and I'm going to go buy a jackhammer from Home Depot and I don't need it, but I just want to buy one. Well, that's up to you. But if I bought a big box that might have a jackhammer in it, or maybe it's something else, but if I buy it right now for $50 less, I can get it for $50 less. I just don't know what's in the box. I think that's a little asinine myself. But, Hey, Dan Burman, what's up? That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad. And even if you didn't agree with me, everybody can express their opinion on stuff, here, unless they're just being trolly and douchey about it. But I just think people need a little more rational thought on it. I think there's too much of a sense within gaming and in most situations in life where if everybody just have the same opinion or they don't agree with you, then they're wrong. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I like seeing different people's perspectives and trying to understand where they're coming from as well. But essentially, when it comes to these ships things, the one thing I do, and I don't look at it as malicious intended. I do look at it as a little trying to incentivize us to buy stuff from CIG, which is what marketing department's supposed to do. They're supposed to try to incentivize you to spend money to help develop the project and fund the company and all that. But what I was telling Tyler was the fact that I think, just my personal opinion, I know he's not the decision maker on that, right? He's just a communicator. So you can't persecute somebody for that. But in my opinion, if they had a little more information out when they did hey, buy it at this cheaper price, or when they first launched something that's available for sale, I think they'd mitigate a lot of the salt they deal with. Yeah. So I think they'd save themselves some pain. But that's just my opinion. I mean, you know. CIG doesn't care which ship can do what. Well, right there, Jacket, you know I love you, bro. But you're entirely wrong if you think CIG doesn't care what ship can do what. We'll go over to the next part of your statement. You're going to make me do this, aren't you? Alright. They've already made about 70 ships, which I personally, if you don't already know, I think there should be about 300 different ships in the game. If you buy a ship because you think it will be the best at something, you're a fool. I will agree 100% with Jokic on that. If you buy a ship because you think it's the best at something, then you are a fool. That's my opinion too. Even CIG doesn't know what's going on with these ships. I don't agree with that either. But that middle statement of what he said is 100% accurate because anything can change at any time. Never buy a ship because you think it's the best at something that will dominate and all that stuff. If you are buying it for that reason, you have to understand that you are buying it because even if it is the meta right now, you're buying it because it's the best right now in alpha, and it might change next week. They might debuff it, they might change stats on it, they could do anything. And if you're willing to accept that fact, go ahead. Don't get fucking salty about it, though. Because here's the thing. I know so many people that'll buy a ship and it's like, oh, this fucking OP, look at this. Like the Saber, right? The Saber had the same shields because it was bugged up like a Constellation. And the minute they started to draw that back, everybody's like, oh, it's fucking bullshit. I'm like, guys, give me a break. You know? Give me a break. Grow up and do that thing. Kill says, yeah, I don't 100% agree with them doing concept sales. I wish they still the original 5 ships for the Kickstarter. Now they show these ships for what we can get in the game, but I don't know if they did it the way... If they did it that way, they would not be at 161 mil. Possibly. I believe they'd get the money anyway. I mean, I think with the loyalty base of what we have and the growing community and all that stuff, I think they get the money anyway. Personally, I don't think, and that's why I say I don't think they need to do the kind of over-incentivize with holding back information tactic. And I don't think they, again, I don't think they do it maliciously, but I do think the marketing department does do it. So it incentivizes you to do it, right? That's why you try to offer reduced costs. But I just don't know why the Express lack of information. I mean, they could literally make a fucking food truck. And if they say, hey, this is going to be a food truck, and our vision for it is to deliver food, and it's going to probably have some of these abilities, but we don't know 100% for sure, and it could change. Everything's, change. I think we'd still buy it. I really do. I don't think there's be a problem at all. And, well, I don't think there's a problem with them asking $850 for it, regardless of we know what it looks like or not. They can ask whatever they want. The problem is people making uninformed purchases and then getting pissed. So, again, my whole point is, if you want to spend the money and you don't care what it ends up being, I have no problem with that. What I want to mitigate is the salty motherfuckers that drop $850 or they drop $500 or they drop $20 or whatever, and they turn around and go, hey, what the fuck did you do to my spaceship? I'm like, so it's just a PSA for you guys. CIG, this is what you could do to help mitigate a little bit of that, and that's just provide a little more information from the outset when you do the early, hey, you get this. And a great example of this would be when the Cyclone came out, you could get the skin, right? You could get the special black matte fucking, whatever you want to call it, skin for it, only if you bought it off the jump. Before the Q&A, before information, all that stuff, you couldn't get it afterwards. So unless you give me money right now, you can't get the special skin. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, and I disagree with it. Because on several levels. They can do it if they want, but the amount of salt you're going to cause, if you say you sit there and sold it like that, and then you roll out the Q&A, and you find out all these vehicles do something entirely different than what that guy wanted, he went ahead and put his money in for the skin, and you can argue, hey, he could melt this still, he could do all this, but you made him put money into the game that technically he can't get back out. And I don't like that, because you didn't make him, it was his decision, but you basically set yourself up to provide an uninformed decision on his part. And it could have been mitigated just by giving some information, or allowing the special skin to be purchased the whole first week after the Q&A's out there, and let them make their own decisions. But again, they can do it how they want. The main PSA, though, is for the people who just throw money at it, and then they use it as a right for a sounding board to, like, bitch. And I'm just like, don't throw money at it until you inform yourself. You can do what you want, but just don't get salty about it after. You know what I mean? That's the biggest issue. And that's what I think that's about what 70% of all ship issues boil down to. Is because you spent money on a spaceship, right? Instead of just spending money to back the game. And if you're like, well, fuck, I already gave my 45, I backed the game, then you should probably stop there. Right? Or wait till you hear a description or direction or information about a ship, and then you can make a decision at that point to move forward. You know? But you're all big boys and girls, you can do exactly what you want to do. But if you're just buying shit so you can cry about it later, then you're doing the exact thing Derek Smart does, right? I spent my 20, so I have the right to bitch about this game for the rest of my life. I mean, really? Is that what everybody wants to be like? I don't know why. It's kind of a sorry existence to do that. I'm not just saying about DS or anything. I'm saying in life in general, if you're one of those people, and I know people from many different situations, many different types of companies, many different types of stuff, if you're just spending money so you can cry about it, it's like going to a restaurant that you know is absolutely nasty and gross that you hate, but you buy an appetizer just so you can fucking scream at the waiter. I'm like, get a life. Really. That makes no sense to me. So they're asking $850 for it because, you know, when the information comes out, it's probably going to be a massive ship. It probably fits into that price point. Probably the abilities of it will probably line up for that, but it will only tailor to a certain type of gameplay. And until you know what that gameplay is, until you know what that does, I don't know how you know if it fits you, unless you're just a completionist and you just want to buy everything and you want to be able to do everything and your goal is to own every ship. If that's your goal, then buy the motherfucker, because you want to own every ship anyway. Go for it. But I'm just saying, mitigate a little salt in your life. You know, like you guys are asking me if I'm going to buy it. I'm using the same metrics I'm preaching. I'm going to see what the fuck it does before I buy it. I'm just not going to go out there and just throw money at it. But I'm not saying I won't buy it if it's cool. If they want, so Denverman says, if they want to hook users and develop long-term players, allow us to design components and build it. You can't do that, though. Well, I mean, you could. The problem with allowing us to design components is, how do you balance gameplay like that? I don't like that. What you do is you make it so they're attached to the ships through aesthetics, which I know sounds hollow in ways, but that's the only way to maintain design integrity. Because otherwise, if they use player-based metrics and components and ideas entirely without really kind of vetting them and doing it on their own way, then what happens is you come up with a cool idea, they have to figure out a balance for it to counter that. Somebody else comes out with a cool idea, then they have to respond by figuring out a balance to help counter that. And it just goes on this slippery slope. It can get really nasty, in my opinion. Yeah, Brunner already said that too. What do you think of offering more concepts when there are still ships and variants in the pipeline that have not been completed? They gotta make money. I mean, they're a fucking company, they gotta make money. And some of it's it's noob! Who subbed? Sorry, I'm all
1 year.
Oh, thank you for the 1 year, buddy. I do appreciate it. Do. Here we go. Sorry, I'm on VNC remote on my computer at home here. Trying to. Looks like I was logged out of the program. Why am I logged out of the program? Shouldn't be logged out of the program. I think it'd be great to have a food truck, but I don't think it should be player owned. I think it should just be a background item. Yeah, but again, I think that. Why did that all go away? Still trying to figure out Streamlabs setup here. So you can see the room. Rotate through cameras. But again, noob, thank you for the 1 year. Appreciate it, buddy. The chat just went to shit. So hopefully... Hang on a second, guys. I gotta catch up with chat. Gotta catch up with chat. Why is it? There we go. All right. Sorry if I missed some of your stuff. Food truck could help once the Gemini Starliner and bartender mechanics are implemented. Maybe. Carrick is Aquila owner. Are you in any Discord? Pick your brain about something sometime. Okay. Nobody has a Carrick. People own them. Well, people can buy and own a Carrick, but they can't fly it yet. The Aquila comes with an Ursa. Yes. Yes, it does. Why can't I see the... I had it all going here. There it goes. It's like, why is it all disappeared, everything? There it goes. Cancel. Cancel. There we go. Perfect. If you have an Aquila loaner, it has an Ursa. There you go. That works well. A lot of golden kappas going on. Oh, nice, Thrace. Good. Glad you're home, bro. I wouldn't, I'll tell you this, I wouldn't buy the Carrick based on the ground vehicle it houses alone. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, we need to wait till there's more info about it. 100%. 100% correct. I won't say that myself, Damberman, but I appreciate that opinion of not buying anything until then, because I have friends that still haven't bought anything except the game package, and there's no problem with that, because I mean, people need to make their own decisions what they want. You have something to buy when the game comes out, right? At least that's what I think. and you can buy it for in-game money. I feel more like a professional streamer now that I drank my own Coke. Do I feel like LTI will be a overrated perk? I don't know. I like LTI because I like not having to deal with shit. And I think the people that have more expansive fleets will probably be more important for than people that have less ships. Because if you have LTI and you own, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 ships, even if it's a small cost, it's going to end up, you know, ranking up over time to be a more expensive cost to maintain insurance on all those. So, the main question is, though, what does LTI really impact? It's like we know it means lifetime insurance, but your ships are still supposed to degrade. Can you go and turn them in for a deductible and get them freshened up every once in a while when you have LTI? Does LTI mean that you're going to save thousands a month, hundreds a month, millions a month in insurance? I guess it depends on how much you have in ships and stuff. I don't know. And we don't know the exact cost metrics. And to be honest, near to CIG, they don't know yet. It's too early for that. So, yeah. And it does only save the hull. You're correct. A more expensive ship, obviously you'll save some money versus a small ship. But inherently, when you think if you have a larger ship, you're probably running missions or doing something that would probably get you better income to maintain that ship. I would hope so. So I don't think it's overrated. I think it's just like people overstress the importance of it sometimes. But if you're telling me it's like buying a camera. I look at or buying something at Best Buy. Do you want to use the manufacturer's warranty and just get the 1 year or 6 months that comes on it? Or do you want to buy additional 2 years from Best Buy and just drop it off and you know it's good? Convenience charge, basically, right? That's up to you. But I don't think the idea of not having insurance is a good idea. I think you are either going to have to make sure that you're paying for it, or you're going to have to make sure that you have LTI so you don't forget it. And I get LTI ships for two reasons. I like the idea of not having to deal with extra shit, and I can be forgetful. And my luck is I would go out in my ship with no insurance on it at all after I hadn't flown it a month because it sat in the hangar because I've been flying something else. And then that would cause a major issue. You know? Yeah. Tetron C2 says, all CIG has said is that when you lose a ship, all you get back is the basic variant. Is that you're losing upgrades you applied. Just curious based on new before. Absolutely, but that's the way it should be. You should lose. You should lose everything until then. F5. Am I gone? I am gone. Interesting. No audio or vid.